Hi friends, it's Miss Tate and it's time for our read aloud today, Tuesday, December 8th. So we read this story yesterday, but we're going to read it again. So the title of our story is Please Mr. Panda. And today while I'm reading the story, I want you to think about what happens at the beginning of the story. What's the very first thing that happens at the beginning of the story? The very first thing that happens. And then what happens at the end of the story. So while I'm reading, I want you to pay attention to what happens at the very beginning, at the start of our story, and then again at the end of the story. All right. And did you remember to find out, think about who our main character is? Who is our story about? What did you say? Yes, our main character, our story is mostly about Mr. Panda. So there's all kinds of other animals in our story, but it's mainly about Mr. Panda. He is the main character in our story. All right, here we go. Let's identify the parts of our book before we start. What's this? Yes, front cover. What's this? Back cover. What is this? The spine of the book. And what does the spine do? What's it do? Yes, it holds our book together. The author of our story is Steve Anthony. What does the author of a book do? The author of the book does what? Yes, the author writes the words. What does the illustrator do? If the author writes the words, what does the illustrator do? Yes, he draws and paints the pictures. Okay, let's see. Is this my title page? No, there aren't any words on this page. Is this my title page? Yes, has all the information the front cover does, but a little bit more. It tells us where our book was put together. All right, so we're going to find out what happens at the beginning of the story and what happens at the end of our story. Here we go. Please, Mr. Panda. Would you like a donut? Give me the pink one. He asked nicely. No, you cannot have a donut. I have changed my mind. Why did Mr. Panda change his mind? Why didn't he give Mr. Penguin a donut? What do you think? Would you like a donut? I want the blue one and the yellow one. Skunk says he wants the blue one and the yellow one. No, you cannot have a donut. I have changed my mind. Oh, there goes Mr. Panda. He didn't give Mr. Skunk a donut. Why didn't he give him a donut? What do you think, friends? Would you like a donut? No. Go away. How do you think Mr. Panda feels? She said, no, go away. How would you feel if somebody said go away? I would feel a little bit sad. That would hurt my feelings. There's Mr. Panda in a boat. Would you like a donut? I want them all. Then bring me some more. That whale wants all the donuts. And then he wants Mr. Panda to go get him some more. Was that a nice way to ask? No, you cannot have a donut. I have changed my mind. Mr. Panda didn't give him all the donuts. He didn't even give him one donut. I wonder why. Would anyone else like a donut? He wants to know if anyone else would like a donut. Do you think there's anybody who wants a donut? Hello. May I have a donut? There's that little guy. He's hanging upside down. So Mr. Panda looks like he's upside down. He said, hello, may I have a donut? That's a really nice way to ask. please, Mr. Panda. He said, please, Mr. Panda. Oh, that was so polite. What good manners he has. You can have them all. Thank you very much. Oh, he said, may I? He said, please. And now he just said, thank you very much. He has very good manners. You are welcome. I do not like donuts. So Mr. Panda doesn't like donuts. And he wanted to give them away. And when this little guy said, thank you, Mr. Panda said, you're welcome. Mr. Panda has very good manners. He's got donuts on his tail. How do you think he feels? I think he's super excited. Yeah. The end. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't see any donuts left. Do you? Oh my goodness. I wonder how his tummy feels. He's sleeping now. Should we eat all those donuts at one time? No. The end. All right, friends. So before we started reading, I said I wanted you to tell me what happens at the very beginning, at the start of our story, and then what happens at the very end of our story. We're paying attention to what happened at the beginning and what happened at the end. So do you remember what happened at the beginning of our story? I want you to tell your family so they can tell me what happened at the very beginning of the story. What happened at the beginning? And then what happened at the end of the story? What happened at the end? So what happened at the start of Please Mr. Panda, and then what happened at the end of Mr. Panda? All right, friends, so I want you to tell your families what happened at the start, at the beginning of our story, and then what happened at the end of the story, and then have them let me know, okay? And did you notice that little guy, he used his manners? Are you remembering to use your manners? Are you remembering to say please and thank you? When you're at home with your families, remember we always use our manners. That's part of being a respectful bee, okay? Always use your manners. Please and thank you and you're welcome. It's so important. Manners matter. All right, friends, so the next time you'll see me, it'll be time for our learning activity for today, December 8th. So I will see you in a little bit. What happened at the beginning? What happened at the end? Tell your families. I'll see you soon.